The Ultimate Fighting Championship on Saturday will get reacquainted with Houston, where former middleweight titleholder Sean Strickland toes the line against Anthony Hernandez in the UFC Fight Night 267 headliner at the Toyota Center. It marks the company's first visit to Space City since 2022. Strap in, as we examine the card from a bettor's perspective and try to get the most bang for our buck in the latest installment of Prime Picks. Strickland does not get the respect he deserves. The 34-year-old Extreme Couture rep has lost to only two men, Dricus du Plessis, twice, and Jared Cannonier, as a middleweight, and two of those defeats resulted in split scorecards. Strickland remains a difficult puzzle to solve as one of the most defensively responsible fighters in the division, and he houses a wealth of invaluable big fight experience. Armed with a deep gas tank, reliable takedown defense, and crafty boxing skills, Strickland has gone 5 full rounds 9 different times. Those 9 bouts account for exactly a quarter of his professional total and provide him with a calloused exterior few others possess. Hernandez, minus 278, does have momentum on his side, as he enters the cage with a personal best 8-fight winning streak in tow. However, 6 of those 8 victories have come via finish, and his opponent has only been stopped twice in his 36-bout career. Provided Strickland can stay upright, Hernandez ranks first on the UFC's all-time middleweight list with 54 completed takedowns, and flexes advantages in the stand-up department. All the ingredients are in place for a mild upset. Smith, who just turned 30, appears poised to begin his transition from prospect to contender at 170 pounds. A welterweight showcase with fellow unbeaten Josiah Harrell serves as his next assignment. Smith was a decorated amateur wrestler who became a 2-time junior college national champion at Northeastern Oklahoma A&M. Those exploits led him to Oklahoma State University, where he won 2 Big 12 conference titles and earned All-America honors in 2018. The Fortis MMA export has rattled off 11 consecutive victories, 9 of them finishes, to start his mixed martial arts career and continues to swim toward the deep end of the pool. Harrell, plus 250, also 11-0, carries plenty of his own potential, but he has yet to prove himself at the sport's highest level and could be out of his depth in his promotional debut. An accumulation contemplation. Melquizael Costa wins by unanimous decision, minus 110. Sergey Spivak, plus 120. Ramaz Brahimaj wins by KO, TKO or submission, plus 115. Total odds, plus 803. After a few hiccups early in his UFC run, Costa looks like a fighter on the rise in a deep featherweight division. The Shoot Box product enters his confrontation with Dan Ige on the strength of a 5-fight winning streak, highlighted by his sensational head kick knockout of former Cage Warriors Fighting Championship titleholder Morgan Charrier at UFC on ESPN 73 in December. Nevertheless, Costa has been somewhat hit or miss when it relates to finishing what he starts, as 12 of his 32 bouts have gone to the scorecards. Enter Ige, a man who has never been stopped inside the distance despite head-to-head encounters with Patricio Freire, Lerone Murphy, Diego Lopez, Josh Emmett and Chan Sung-yoon. Costa should have enough weaponry to outpoint the Hawaiian, but will almost certainly require the judge's services to get his hand raised. Spivak could use a win after back-to-back losses to Waldo Cortez Acosta and Jailton Almeida. The Polar Bear now takes aim at former Professional Fighters League champion Ante Delija in a 3-round heavyweight showcase. Spivak has shown flashes of brilliance during his tenure, with victories over Marcin Tibura and Derek Lewis on his resume. However, he has yet to show the kind of consistency necessary to rise through the ranks, even in the sport's shallowest division. Delija, minus 142, presents plenty of danger, hence his status as a slight favorite in this clash. The 35-year-old Team Kaban-trained Croatian has secured 19 of his 26 wins by knockout, technical knockout or submission, 15 of them inside 1 round. If Spivak can turn this into a ground battle, he has taken down 9 of his 14 opponents in the UFC. His path to victory becomes much clearer. Brahimaj has emerged as an intriguing mid-card talent at 170 pounds. The VFS Academy standout heads into his welterweight prelim opposite Punahele Soriano with a 3-fight winning streak and a stout submission game in his back pocket. Brahimaj, 33, boosted his stock further in October, when he put away Austin Vanderford, aka Mr. Paige Van Zandt, with a second-round guillotine choke at UFC 320. It was the 12th submission victory of his career. Soriano has enjoyed a resurgence since relocating to the welterweight division, but the heavy-handed Hawaiian tends to tire in the face of stiff resistance. It seems like a perfect setup for a late finish from Brahimaj.